YouTube, what's up? This is a shout out. There's going to be episode 2 of season 2 of rebuilding the Boston Celtics. Currently we are in the month of December, and the game of the month is going to be against the Golden State Warriors. So far no major moves have been made. We haven't traded anybody. As you can see, our starters are still intact, and that's about it for now. Starters are still intact. Brandon Bass is still, no, Brandon Bass is here. So, never mind, Parker's out with an injury. Bass is in. Alright guys, enjoy the fourth quarter. Looks like Golden State does not have Steph Curry. They do have Klay Thompson, Andre Iguodala, Harrison Barnes, and David Lee. So it should be a good matchup in the Bay. Alright, check out the fourth quarter, guys. Enjoy.
It's Crawford with the drive. Out to Brooks. Hands it from downtown. Brooks has got his third bucket of the night. Clark, third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
Yeah, it's really been a bit of a tug of war. Back and forth we go.
Oh, he got it!
Boom!
Buzzer!
Knock it down! Right at the horn.
Oh, miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How did he get that to go down?
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game in both teams. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This was an exceptional pass, guys, and we see the result. It hits him in stride, and bam, the slam dunk.
And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. They've got Pressey. Caron Butler is out there with Chris Singleton. Then there's Allen.
What's going on defensively there? A lack of focus, no concentration. Too easy.
Off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Pressey against Crawford. Number 38. Makes it off the glass.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
Now, this is when defenses have to protect the basket with everything they've got. Force the offense to shoot from the perimeter.
And he gets it back. Crawford's shot is good. Boston shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Number 38. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the Celtics lead by 2. And look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And the other thing they're doing is they're forcing turnovers and then converting those miscues into points at the other end.
Puts up the baby hook. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Boston Celtics. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Warriors trail by 3. Crawford with the ball. Now guarded by Pressey. Crawford against Pressey. It's Thompson off the drive. Makes it off the glass. Thompson's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Number 38, covered by Lee. Dishes it to Singleton. That is good.
Unstoppable offense from both teams. I love the pace this game has been played at.
So does everybody else in the building. This has been a fun one.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. So Boston ends up going with a new group. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mark Jackson was going over with his team. He was not at all satisfied with their effort levels, saying, "We're losing the hustle plays and all the 50-50 balls. We simply can't win that way. We've got to get after it." Let's see how they respond, Kevin.
Rondo against Crawford. Rondo passes to Bass. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve. No doubt.
Crawford's shot is good. Celtics leading by 3. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
To the paint. And Thompson slams it home. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D. I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Here's Rondo. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Here's Crawford. A rebound by the Celtics. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. A good look from Bradley, and it's Boston with another.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Warriors trail by 5. Crawford kicks to Lee. Thompson dishes to Lee. And that's collected by Wiggins. The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Crawford against Rondo. He kicks it to Bass. Offensive rebound. Back to Rondo. Pass to Wiggins. Tries again, and it's Boston with another. The Warriors have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Crawford drives in. Iguodala outside. Now Lee inside. That's good.
And that assist earned him a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Celtics leading by 5. Outside Rondo. Bradley up top. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And for the Warriors, their shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Crawford. He has 18 points and 8 dimes. He's been hot from downtown to go along with those great assist numbers.
Well, when you can pass the ball and shoot it, now you really have the defense on a string.
Big time trip to the line there, bringing this down to a 1-possession game.
Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. And some solid looks for them. Rondo against Crawford. And it's Rondo penetrating. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Rondo's got 19 points. Timeout called the Warriors. They trail by 5. We've got 1:18 left here in the fourth quarter. Crawford outside. And he converts the layup. Crawford's got 8 points in the quarter.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here. Maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Rondo passes to Bass.
Tell you what, he's been zeroed in on the hoop all quarter long, making big shots.
55 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Crawford dishes to Barnes. Here's Lee. Yes!
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics a pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does it.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game, because we've got one here tonight.
Rondo against Crawford. 6 to shoot. Pass with a screen for Rondo. The feed to Bass. Sinks it.
They are not letting up, guys. They just keep coming at them.
And I'd say that lead is too big to overcome at this point.
Crawford kicks to Iguodala. He dishes it to Thompson. Three-pointer. Count it. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And that is the shot of the game.
Well, he's got the guts and courage to take it and the skill to make it.
Crawford. Missed.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
That's tipped. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Off the inbound. Off target. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. And
Hi, Kevin, here with Rajon.
As you guys saw, we used a little pick and roll there at the end to get Brandon Bass the game-winning, well, I guess technically game-winning shot. Rondo had 19 points and 18 assists. So he played a big contribution in getting the win over Golden State. Rondo and Wiggins are both down with injuries at the end of December. Celtics are 17 and 12 overall, still at the top of the Atlantic and on pace for a 4th seed in the playoffs. Next month we will explore to January as we draw closer to the trade deadline in February. Thank you for watching, guys. Feel free to leave a comment or a like, and tell me what you think about the series. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. This has been Shadow. Thank you for watching. Later.